Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Effdash here with Effdash TV. Got another Honkai Impact 3rd video for you. And today we are talking about QTEs. Alright. So QTEs are a special ability that each of these different Valkyries can do. Not all of them are unlocked from the beginning, right? Sometimes you have to be a special class to get them. So we'll start off here with White Comet Kiana. If you go into her skill attributes here, you see her QTE is called Top Helix. Now each QTE, quick time event here, needs a trigger, right? And each trigger is different for each Valkyrie. So in terms of White Comet here, her QTE triggers when the enemy is lifted into the air. So anytime you lift an enemy into the air, what you'll see on the right hand side of your screen is that White Comet's icon will start, have all these little circles around it. And when you see that, that means you have successfully triggered QTE. All you gotta do now is switch to them, and then you'll go ahead and just mash that button, the attack button, and you'll do their QTE. So let's see hers in action. So again, whenever anybody is lifted into the air, that's when hers is activated. So here I've got Himeko, and as you can see, she lifts into the air on her second hit after you charge. So you see the little circles there, you switch to her, and then she does her quick time event. Now I found that it's pretty hard, at least so far for me, it's pretty hard to hit somebody with this one. Like I usually never hit anybody with it. Yeah, there it is. So she does a nice little combo there. We'll see it one more time. So whenever anybody is lifted into the air, you'll see, notice her icon's got these little circles around it. That means you've successfully have the requirements for it. Go ahead and switch to them, hit the attack button, and you'll go ahead and do their QTE. So that's hers. Let's go to Mai. So this is the Mai you start out with, right in Mai, right? So not here, sorry. Go back to her skill. So hers... So her QTE, her whirlwind, triggers when, again, the enemy is lifted into the air. So her and White Comet have the exact same trigger for their QTE. So keep that in mind. If you put them into the same team, I was trying it, and it would only trigger, the circles would only come out for May. So keep that in mind. You may not want to put them both in the same team. Or you may trigger for both, and you just, either one you pick. Let's go ahead and look at her. So again, whenever anyone is lifted into the air, you can do hers. So again, I've got Murata here. Lift this guy into the air on her second hit. And you notice Mai's picture. So she comes in, does a nice little whirlwind with a nice little slash there at the end. Let's take another look at that. So again, on the second hit of Himeko's charged attack, it lifts into the air. May then is ready to come in and do her whirlwind attack. So Murata is probably not the best person to do these things with, because her charge attack is pretty what's the name for that? Pretty strong, right? So you may want to do it. Kiana, this one, White Comet lifts into the air as well with her hold combo. So you may want to use her instead. That way you don't necessarily kill them. So let's take a look at Bruna. So Bruna is a very, very popular QTE character because it's so easy to do hers, and it does pretty good damage as well. So if we go into hers, not there. So her QTE is called High Gravity, and it triggers when an enemy is stunned. So stunning is relatively easy in this game. So let's go ahead and look what happens here when you go ahead and do this. So with this character, Valkyrie Rangers, her basic, not her basic, but her little special there, stuns. Do you see the stun there? Take her in. She lifts everybody into the air and throws these missiles at them. Really easy to do. Does great damage. That's why Bruna is such a popular character to bring with you, just specifically for this quick time event that she has here. It's really easy to do, and it does great damage there. And the last one I want to show you is for Valkyrie Ranger. Her quick time event. Never find these things. Alright, so hers is called Meteor Shower. So when an enemy is frozen, she'll start doing a lot of attacks. She's going to shoot them up quite nicely, and then she'll finish with a nice little blast at the end. So when they're frozen, and the character that I currently have that can freeze is Kiana. When you give her the Water Spirit Type 2 gun, she can go ahead and do that. So let's take a look at Valkyrie Ranger's quick time event here. So you see all I got to do is just freeze an enemy. And I do mess this up, so you can see just how long the quick time event is actually active for. So it does last a pretty good while, so if you do mess up like I did there, don't fret too much. You can just switch as soon as you're able to. So you can see right here, switch to her, and this is her her quick time event. So yeah, so that's going to be one of the big keys, guys, to successfully defeating a lot of enemies in this game, is successfully triggering your quick time events. Each person has one. Again, not everybody has theirs unlocked from the beginning. For example, this character, Valkyrie Blade Strike, this version of Mai, I can't do hers until she's rank S, right? And it's the Issen. And this one is triggered when an enemy is slowed by time slow. You know, so I can't do hers quite yet. But do keep in mind though that's going to be very, 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 very powerful, and it's going to be a good thing for you to learn to do. Learn which combos which combination of characters can do can trigger which ones, and then that's going to be your key to victory. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Otherwise, have yourself a great weekend, and I'll see you next time on effdash TV.